Were you aware? Kenya is home to the earliest evidence of human habitation, earning it the title of the Cradle of Humanity. But this awe-inspiring destination isn't just rich in history, it's also brimming with breathtaking natural wonders that deserve our attention. From dramatic landscapes to diverse wildlife, Kenya is a place where ancient stories and natural beauty collide. Amboseli National Reserve. What role do the local Maasai communities play in Amboseli's tourism and conservation efforts? Amboseli National Reserve offers an unparalleled safari experience. Imagine wide-open grasslands, acacia forests, and salt-encrusted wetlands, all coming together in one stunning landscape, with the iconic Mount Kilimanjaro towering over it all. This place is as diverse as it gets, offering everything from lush wetlands fed by the mountain's meltwater to dry, sweeping plains, each teeming with wildlife. The best part? It's not difficult to spot animals. The landscape is pretty flat, so you'll have excellent views of elephants, wildebeests, and zebras roaming freely across the plains. And then there's Kilimanjaro, standing proud on the horizon, its snow-capped peak a perfect backdrop for a sunrise or sunset. Trust me, the view alone makes the trip worth it. With such incredible scenery, it's no wonder Amboseli is one of Kenya's most beloved destinations. When it comes to exploring, game drives are the main attraction. You'll either hop on a guided drive, where expert guides will share all kinds of insights about the park's wildlife and ecosystems, or if you prefer, you can rent a car and go at your own pace. Just keep in mind some areas have restrictions. If you're after something a bit more unique, you can also try out activities like walking safaris, camel rides, or night drives in the private conservancies on the park's edge. Fly camping under the stars is an essential experience for those seeking a close-up encounter with nature. There's no shortage of ways to make your Amboseli adventure unforgettable. Diani Beach. When most people think of Kenya, they envision the great migration across the Serengeti or the iconic giraffes at Giraffe Mena. But did you know that many people overlook Kenya's stunning coastline? People often focus on the country's wildlife and safaris, but the southern stretch of Kenya's Indian Ocean coastline, Diani Beach, is equally breathtaking. The sight of swaying palm trees, powdery white sand, crystal clear turquoise waters spreads before you. It appears almost unreal, doesn't it? But it is. Diani Beach is an unspoiled paradise that few travelers are aware of, but that is precisely what makes it so unique. Diani Beach is a hidden gem worth discovering, whether you're looking for a relaxing beach vacation, adventure-filled activities, or simply a quiet place to unwind. Great Rift Valley. Have you ever imagined standing where Earth's history is written in the ground? One of the most beautiful things about Kenya is this huge, dramatic landscape that goes from the Red Sea to Mozambique. Its beautiful landscapes, clear lakes, wide range of wildlife, and deep cultural history make the Rift Valley hard to leave. It takes you on a journey that is much about time and nature as it is about the people who live there. There are times when you can almost feel the Earth's pulse under your feet. This prompts you to reflect on the evolution of this land since our arrival. If you're interested in geology or just love the beauty of nature, the Rift Valley is a wonderful place to be amazed and think. There's something magical about the lakes in the Great Rift Valley. Consider Lake Naivasha, a verdant location reminiscent of a hidden gem. Acacia trees grow all around the lake, which has calm water. If you're lucky, you might even see hippos relaxing on the shores or giraffes and zebras grazing nearby. There are also lots of birds that live there, from pelicans to kingfishers, making it a wonderful place to watch birds. The Great Rift Valley is a wonderful place to go on safari or just watch animals in their natural environment. Two of Kenya's best national parks, Hell's Gate National Park and Mount Longonot, are located in this area. Each one offers its own unique adventures. Hell's Gate is one of the few parks in Kenya where you can walk or ride a bike through the wildlife. Imagine riding a bike past zebras and gazelles with tall cliffs and geothermal vents in the background. It has the right amount of adventure and nature. Lamu Island. If you're looking for a place where time seems to stand still, where you can immerse yourself in culture, history, and breathtaking coastal scenery, Lamu Island should be on your bucket list. Lamu Island is essentially a living museum. It's one of those rare places where the past meets the present, and the result is utterly captivating. The island's rich history goes back over 700 years when it became a thriving port for traders from all over the Indian Ocean. The coexistence of Arab, Persian, Indian and African cultures created a fascinating mix of architecture, traditions and stories that still resonate on the streets today. Wandering around Lamu Old Town feels like entering a time machine. The ancient stone buildings, with their intricate carvings, narrow alleyways, and serene courtyards, make it simple to imagine what life was like centuries ago. The town's cobblestone streets are car-free, so instead of traffic noise, you'll hear the clip-clop of donkey carts and the gentle murmur of the ocean breeze. It feels as if the modern world has not yet arrived, which is precisely what distinguishes Lamu. God's footprint is our next stop. Before we begin, please share your favorite spot in the comment section and remember to subscribe and like the channel. God's footprint. Imagine you're stumbling upon a rock with two massive footprints, each 18 inches long, etched so precisely into its surface that they almost appear to be waiting for you. People believe that God left these footprints. Doesn't it sound like something out of a storybook? This is exactly what you'll find in Luayo Lua Mulungu, a sacred site nestled in the hills of Kwale County, about 5 kilometers from Lunga Lunga, Kenya. For generations, the Duruma people have revered this mysterious rock, believing it to bear the footprints of God himself. The locals call it Luayo Lua Mulungu, which means God's footprint in their language. Aside from the size of the prints and their myths, this place's spirituality attracts visitors, pilgrims, and even skeptics from all around the world. Luayo Lua Mulungu is more than just an unusual natural formation. It's a spiritual symbol for the Duruma community. The locals believe that no human could have feet that large, so these footprints must belong to a divine being. According to legend, God walked on this large rock and left his footprints for all to see. These footprints are sacred to the Duruma, representing the convergence of faith, tradition, and spirituality. Generations have passed down the story, and the site remains a place of worship and reflection today. Are you prepared to venture beyond the conventional route and uncover a facet of Kenya that many rarely encounter? Imagine hiking through mist-covered forests, spotting elephants, and standing on a peak where the views seem to stretch forever. Welcome to the Aberdare, a true hidden gem with dramatic dragon's teeth peaks and the stunning La Satima summit waiting for you. The trek to the top is an 8-kilometer climb that takes about 6 to 7 hours depending on your pace and the weather. Along the way, you'll encounter an incredible range of landscapes, from dense montane forests, bamboo groves and sweeping moorlands to rocky open ridges that offer jaw-dropping views. And let's not forget the wildlife. As you hike, you might spot elephants, giant forest hogs, and even the elusive black and white colobus monkeys. This hike is unlike any other. It's akin to immersing yourself in a wilderness film where the captivating drama of nature unfolds before you. But the real magic starts when you get closer to the dragon's teeth. These towering granite spires are like something out of a fantasy novel, sharp, jagged, and rising up from the flat moorland. As you walk around them, you'll feel a sense of awe. It's a place that compels you to pause and acknowledge the immense power of nature. The dragon's teeth are not just a geological wonder, they are a powerful reminder of the volcanic forces that shaped this land millions of years ago. Have a good day.